Thank you very much. We are here now in Romich, the county capital of Tong East County. Our mission here is to accompany the newly appointed Commissioner of Tong East, Comrade Marob Mawik. It has been a very joyous day for us, as his friends and his colleagues, since we entered the borders of Tong East. We have been stopped by numerous celebrations, students, chiefs, the citizens, women, elderly. We have jumped too many bulls. We have had a lot of celebration coming in here. We are very happy as his friends, and we are thankful for the community for the beautiful reception and for accepting him, because he is here to serve as their servant, to look after them, and to cooperate and to work hand in hand with them to ensure the security and law and order of the county is maintained. So we are happy. It has been a day of celebration for us all day since we started this morning in Town in Tong South County. It took us nearly 5-6 hours because of the stoppages that we had on the way to here, and that's very good.
So this county was one of the counties devastated by communal conflicts. What have you seen when you are coming here? How would you describe it?
Definitely, the greater Tong as a whole, and Tong East in particular, has made a turning point in regard to the issues of violence, intercommunal violence, intracommunal and intercommunal violence that has ravaged this part of the Warab state over the last few years. As we came here today, the place is very peaceful. The community, working hand in hand with the government and security forces, security agencies, have managed to turn things around. And my experience is that I have not seen a single civilian carrying a gun for the last 6 hours since we've come here. We have seen students going about their business. We have seen farms. Cultivation this year is very good. You know, when there's no communal violence, it gives people a chance to take care of their cows peacefully, gives people a chance to cultivate, like we have seen today. This year, the issues of hunger will be reduced. And if the same momentum of peace is maintained, next year the farms will grow bigger, and the hunger will get less and less. So things have changed in this place. So we thank the previous commissioners, the government officials and security agencies that have worked, that have had a concerted effort to make sure that the community lives in a peaceful environment. Because without peace, all these needed basic services cannot reach the people.
This Tong East is one of the remote areas that is underdeveloped in this state. So if you go back to Juba, where you came from, what do you want to see happening in this area in the next 2 to 5 years?
And that's why I decided to come all the way with my friend to come and see for myself. And my commitment to him is that we are going to help him advocate for whatever needs that he needs. It is his duty to assess, together with his people, what are the priorities, and we will help coordinate wherever we can to make sure that he delivers the services that are needed by his people. But it is good that I have come to see here. The basic things are, of course, we need to perfect the roads, the feeder roads. That is good for access, for trade and for security purposes. It's important. You also need to improve the standards of education and healthcare, and those basic services that other part of South Sudan needs. Of course, that's the duty of the newly appointed commissioner, to assess, prioritize his programs, and then ask for help where needs. But we, as his friends and his colleagues, we will be by his side to support him where needed.
Your friends, your age mate, the government officials are in Juba, and you decided to come down here and interact with your people. What motivated you here? Why did you choose to come at this particular time? Is it because your friends in Tong East was appointed as commissioner? Is it because your friend was appointed in Twitch? That is why you came down? What motivated you here?
I've always been on the ground. As you can see in my social media profile, I'm always somebody that is always on the ground. I come as often as possible, and I visit the grassroots, and I like interacting with the people and learning a lot from them. Because being an activist, you need to be informed properly, and the best way to be informed is to be present. It's not to read reports and be told on the phone. So I'm a practical person. I want to go on the ground and see for myself and inform myself. Even though I'm not in a position of power to change things, but I want to be able to be well informed in case I'm called upon to do anything. I should be able to deliver. So coming here is always. In fact, I didn't actually come here. That was not the main purpose. I actually came here for a different purpose. But when I came here and I found my friends appointed, I decided to accompany them and also support them, and encourage them to commit to this public service, because this is sacrifice for them. We want them to encourage them to sacrifice for their people, and to also learn for myself what is going on in the grassroots, so that when we speak as opinion leaders, we need to be informed opinion leaders, instead of opinion leaders who just speak things that they don't know, or hearsays, things that they hear from others.
If you get an opportunity to speak to leaders, what would you tell them about Torn East?
The problem of South Sudan is not information, it's implementation. There are two documents they need to implement. One is the Constitution, which says that it is a decentralized government, devolution of power from Juba to the states. That is in the Constitution. There's some sort of federalism. Instead of consuming all the resources in Juba, take the resources to the states, so that the commissioner, like the one who have just brought here, is not brought here to just come and look at issues without the power, the financial power to be able to handle issues. So if they implement the Constitution as written, okay, we will have more resources at the state level. That's number one. The second book is the second document is the revitalized access. If they implement it in the spirit and letter, the way they are doing it right now, then we will have peace and dividend of peace. We will have economic sector reforms. We will have security sector reforms that will reduce all these insecurities. So there is nothing to tell them other than every information is before them. It is about them getting the courage and the political will to be able to implement in necessary documents that are on their tables. There is nothing new. There is no need for conferences or for workshops. There is nothing new to be told to our senior comrades. They have everything at their disposal. All they need is to get the courage to just implement it. And the country can change its face in 5 to 10 years. This country can be a totally different country.